say, don't they? The start of a new year is time for reconciliations. Let bygones be bygones, and of course, start the new year with an open door. Let's see where we go, what we can build back, and more importantly, for loved ones that maybe you've lost touch with, it's a good time to reconnect. Of course, a lot of mainstream media, that is MSM for short, in case you wondered what that abbreviation was, they love these particular stories. In fact, a lot of these channels literally put out these stories with absolutely zero backup at all, simply because they feel, well, you'll click on and you'll have a look at it and all of that sort of stuff. Now, as we know, last year, which it is now, isn't it? Yes, 2023. We'll have to get used to that, won't we? Now, last year, as we know, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry spectacularly spurned the offer to spend Christmas with His Majesty the King and Queen Camilla at Sandringham, which, again, very, very rude, whichever way you look at it. I mean, given what they'd done over the previous year, not just with the likes of Endgame, but with Spare and the usual backtrack and everything that they were saying and doing, well, how gracious does His Majesty King Charles really need to be? But they decided against it, oh, it was absolutely, whatever. And then, of course, we had the debacle about His Majesty's birthday. And as I told you recently, there's only these royal reporters that come around saying, oh, there's Zoom chats with Catherine and Meghan. Can you imagine? I mean, really, can you imagine that? So let me just tell you once and for all, there are stories going around right now, whether that be in magazines like US or People magazine and, the Year of Reproachment and Olive Branches and rubbish. Let me point this out 100%. Over Christmas, there was no communication between Meghan Markle and His Majesty the King. There was a message from Prince Harry to His Majesty the King and the Queen, wishing them a very happy Christmas from his family. A message, right? Now, more importantly, there was no communication whatsoever for the Prince and Princess of Wales. And to just be very clear for all of those people out there that still spin this particular narrative, there were no chats, no Zoom chats or swapping of pictures. You see, the bottom line is that Harry and Meghan are absolutely paranoid about anybody seeing pictures of their children, particularly unless, of course, there's a massive Netflix check attached to said picture, so you can understand that side of the coin. Now, all of these people that say, well, they spoke over the festive period and Meghan had a chat with the king, it doesn't work like that. His Majesty the King has things booked in, and literally even over Christmas and on Christmas Day, there are certain duties at certain points that he has to adhere to. Traditions that were set up by the late and brilliant monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. So there's no way that he could just drop everything and have a chat with a former cable TV actress, even though she's trashed him and basically called him a racist around the world. It just doesn't work like that, however forgiving he may be. And just to really put the cat among the pigeons, 100% there is no picture with Her Majesty the Queen and Princess Lily taken on that infamous day in Windsor. So for all of those people out there spinning this particular story, it's fake and lies. The news organisations know it's fake and lies. But of course, they want you to click on. I'm telling you, first and exclusive, that is the situation. No communication whatsoever between Catherine and Meghan, William and Harry, and indeed the Queen and King Charles. It's really up to them. King Charles offered that opportunity to spend Christmas with him. They spurned it. As far as he's concerned, he has to move on with the business of being a monarchy. And what I do find very strange is certain headlines that do make me laugh. Kate is having to, compress the idea of how she can reach out to Meghan. I think the only way she'd like to reach out is with two hands round her neck, don't you? And that's just my joke, but you know what I'm saying? Really. So as we start the new year, please let that be the underline under this particular story. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.